Probably akala ninyo bagong brand ito, HMD Crest. This used to be Nokia back in the days, yung pinakasikat na smartphone. Kung meron ka nito, talagang bidang-bida ka sa loob ng classroom. But sad to say, hindi sila nag-improve, so na-take over sila ng Apple and ng Android. Now, HMD Global took over the rights ni Nokia, and this is one of their smartphones. A budget smartphone na may Unisoc na T760 inside, 8256 kang kanyang storage, OLED display at its price point, and a 33 watts charging support na walang charging brick. More details after this quick intro. Now, ito sa HMD Crest na may 8 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage is currently priced at $6,990. And I'll post the link on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede makita or just simply click the product link. Kapag tinignan mo kanyang design, it's a very simple na design. Ang kanyang likod is shiny back and it has a plastic cover. Ito ang kanyang camera module which looks kinda simple as well. Hindi naman siya masyadong protruded so hindi naman magwawobble to pag once nakapatong sa table. Meron ka rin plastic frames dito sa gilid and yung kanyang bezel is a little bit thick and malaki rin ang kanyang punch hole sa harap. Now, I would say na one advantage dito is OLED na ganyan display. And for me, medyo mabigat siya at 205 grams. And one good news sa inyo, this one has a hybrid na slot. So, meaning pwede dalawang nano SIM na 4G or isang micro SD plus isang 4G na nano SIM. And naka-insert siya dito sa gilid, hindi sa ilalim. Now, if you want to know more about this phone, here is specs. And one thing to consider is that this one only has Android 14. I'm not quite sure kung magkakaroon siya ng upgrade to Android 15, but I hope do so na magkaroon din siya pretty soon. Now, honestly, si Unisoc T670 ain't such a bad chip. No, nung niran ko to sa AnTuTu benchmark, it nearly gave me a 500,000 points dito sa AnTuTu benchmark. And this is the breakdown score na binigay sa akin. 454 ang kanyang loop score and a 99% na stability sa WideDrive Extreme. Ito ang score na kuha ko dito sa CPU benchmarking na Geekbench. Ito naman sa kanyang GPU benchmark. Solid naman ang kanyang thermals and it throttled to 86% na kanyang best performance. Now, usapang battery. 5,000 mAh ang kanyang battery, which is nothing unusual. Hindi naman siya malaki or just, well, industry standard dati. Normally, mga industry standard ngayon is around mga 6 to 6,500 and silicon carbon na kanyang technology. And this one supports 33 watts of fast charging without a charging brick, sad to say. Now, probably the next thing tatanong mo sa akin kung anong charging brick pwede dito. I would highly recommend this one from Ugreen. This is a Nexo na GAN charger na 65 watts. And what's nice dito sa kanya is ang bilis na iligpit pag hindi mo kailangan. And meron siyang tatlong port dito sa likod. It has a A port and dalawang C port, which is very, very useful if you have 2 or 3 devices you can charge it all at the same time. And it's very travel-friendly as well. Plus, meron siyang Genshin Impact na design, which is, for me, panalo-panalo to, lalo na if you're a Genshin Impact fan. More details kung saan siya pwede mabili on the description. Lalo, ginamit ko naman tong phone na to as a daily driver on a day-to-day basis. Wala naman ako naging problema dito. It can last you the whole day without charging. As long as hindi ka naman babad sa gaming, walang problema one whole day. And nung sinalang ko sa PCMark na battery stress test, it gave me a 13 hours and 14 minutes na screen on time. This is based on 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate. Now, usapang display naman tayo. This one has a 6.67-inch na OLED display, which is for me pretty solid at its price point kasi normally mga nasa 6,000 plus pesos, you still get an IPS LCD. Pero this one packs in a OLED display. And it also supports up to 90 Hz na screen refresh rate. Now, kahit at this price point, I'm quite impressed din sa kanyang display. Looking nice naman ang kanyang display, especially kung mahilig ka naman sa social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Walang problema dito, scroll ka lang ng scroll. Smooth naman ang kanyang experience. I didn't have any problem dito. As long as okay yung internet connection, you would definitely get a good swiping experience dito. Now, if you're watching naman your favorite content dito, I did try to watch mga 1080p na videos dito. It was okay. Not bad ang kanyang display. Except siguro hindi naman niya kaya mag-display ng 1.5K na display. Pero 1080p ain't really that bad for this price point. Mag-enjoy ka naman dito kasi okay naman ang kanyang colors. Now, probably one thing na mabibiting ka dito is that it only has one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim. But it is easily compensated kasi meron siyang audio jack pa dito. If you have your favorite headphones, you can always switch to your favorite headphones. And naglaro naman ng dalawang quick games dito. I did play Call of Duty Mobile and Honor of Kings. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, wala kang maging problema dito. I was able to switch to yung kanyang best graphical settings sa kaya na ibigay dito. The gameplay was okay. Wala kang maging problema dito. Mabibiting ka talaga sa sounds kasi isa lang loud fine speaker niya and hindi ganun kalakasan yung kanyang sounds. Okay naman dito sa kanya is pretty solid naman kanyang touch response. Mabilis naman siya mag-respond. Pero there will be times na may mafe-feel kang kunting lags dito sa game na ito. Naglaro naman ng roughly 30 minutes dito and pinakamainin na inabot ko is around 40 degrees Celsius. Pagdating naman sa Honor of Kings, sinagad ko ng FPS and naglaro ako ng halos isang oras dito sa game na ito. It was quite good and wala namang na-feel na frame drops pero there are times na nafe-feel ko yung mga kalaban nag-skip. No? Habang naglalaban kaya bigla na lang siya magte-teleport, mawawala sa harapan ninyo and yun lang siguro na-feel ko na lag along the way. Pero overall, the gameplay was quite okay. Wala man naging problema sa kanya. Pero talagang mabibiting ka lang sa sounds dito sa kanya. Except na siguro gumamit ka ng TWS or you use your favorite headphones, wala kang maging problema naman dito. And pinakamainit na inabot ko after an hour of gameplay, 41 degrees Celsius. Now, quickly pag-usapan natin camera dito. Is it good? Is it bad? It has a 50MP na main camera sensor and it also has a 2MP na depth sensor. This one can let you shoot up to 1080p and 30fps. And ang kanang front-facing camera is a surprising 50MP din na camera sensor which can also shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. So right now guys, pag-usapan natin ang camera ni HMD Crest and taking a look at this very simple shot na pag tinignan mo, mukhang okay naman siya. Pag tinignan mo siya na mas mabuti, pansin ko medyo overexposed siya konti. On other cameras, medyo mas yellowish kundi itong mga bato, which is yun ang medyo natural color niya. Pero dito medyo mas namumuti siya. Pero details naman is good. Taking a look naman dito sa flower na ito, no, makita mo intact ng mga details sa kanyang petals. Medyo hindi lang ganun ka-sharp dito pagdating sa kanyang core. Taking a look at these flowers, okay, pero medyo a bit oversaturated. Taking a look at this flower naman, pag tinignan mo, okay naman siya, pero pag tinignan mo with yung kanyang actual sa akin naked eye, this is a little bit more pale than the usual. There are times na pag kumukuha ka naman ganun, nag-out of focus naman siya on this camera, pero itong flower na ito looks okay, pero medyo saturated nga lang siya. This is looking good. Kita naman ang details. And yung kanyang greens is a little bit oversaturated nga talaga. Kung kumukuha ka naman mga pictures like this one, mapapansin mo na okay naman ang kanyang shot. Though, medyo hindi lang ganun ka-sharp ng photo na ito. Pag tinignan mo yung clouds, it's a little bit gloomy pero wala ka mapapansin masyado details. Pero there are stuff like yung itong roof nun dito sa harap, okay naman, kitang-kita nga na details. Taking a look at this building, pag zoom in mo, mukhang okay naman, intact naman nga na details. And tinry ko rin yung gamitin ka ng zoom. This is a normal shot. And this is a 2x zoom shot. Now, medyo soft ang photo if you're using its 2x zoom. Now, if you're bringing this camera indoor, okay naman. As long as maganda yung lighting, you'll be able to get some nice photo. You'll be able to get some nice details sa kanyang subject. And taking a look at this shot naman, mukhang okay naman siya, no? Nakapag-focus siya ng maayos. Taking some photo ng mga stuffed toy, kita mo may mga details naman siya, as well as this one. There are times na talaga medyo hirap lang talaga siya mag-focus like this one. Pero kung nakapag-focus ka ng maayos, mukhang okay naman itong painting na ito. This bin shot, talagang mukhang soft talaga siya. Now, if you try to take a photo using the front-facing camera, mukhang okay naman siya, no? Pag zoom mo siya, it looks kind of okay for me. And there are times na medyo mukha kong sunog, I'm not quite sure why. But there are times na medyo nasa lilim ka, medyo magiging soft ang iyong mukha. Some indoor shot, talagang pag tinignan mo, no, talagang soft, wala ka na masyadong mapapansin na details dito sa kanya. If you're using kind of front-facing camera, well, medyo yellow siya mukha ko, yun ang napansin ko, and shaky nga lang siya. Though the resolution ain't so bad. Ang kanyang rear camera, equally same, shaky siya, pero not so bad naman ang kanyang quality, yung kanyang resolution. Now guys, marirecommend ko nga ba itong si HMD or aka Nokia Crest? Honestly, it's not such a bad phone for its price point. Now, you have to put into consideration na yung budget mo, then of course, titignan mo kanyang performance. Now, on day-to-day basis, yung kanyang multitasking, wala kang may problema dito sa Unisoc na T760. Pero pagdating naman sa gaming, medyo mabibiting ka. But you can always play mga games like ML, Call of Duty Mobile, Honor of Kings, PUBG, wala kang may problema dito. Just not the highest graphical settings na gusto mong ilaro. Pag AAA games, forget about it. But one thing to love dito sa kanyang display is quite solid, and the battery life is just average lang para sa akin. The camera is just okay, it's not the best, pero yung kanyang price is not so bad na rin. Kung makakuha kayo ng roughly 6,000 pesos nito once na nagkaroon ng mga sale, I think it's okay as a daily driver if yun lang ang budget ninyo. or this is also okay as a backup device. See HMD Crest. Okay guys, are you willing to buy this one as your next phone, si HMD Crest? Let me know in the comments below, and kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan nyo pwede mabili itong phone na ito, I'll post the link on the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. Quick sub sa aking channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next video. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.